Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the worst performing Tier 10 in the game, the Tier 10 Czechoslovakian heavy tank, the VZ-55. I should make a brief side note. When I say that this is the worst performing Tier 10, I don't mean for myself statistically. I mean that this is the worst performing Tier 10 on average stats. So if you were to go to Blitz Stars and take a look at the highest average damage vehicles, this would definitely not make that list. In fact, my average damage of 3,213 is currently the highest average damage in the NA server for this tank. That is sad. It's not even boasting, because that is really not incredible average damage. I mean, 3,500 is pretty good. There's some vehicles I have in my garage that have upwards of 3,600, like the Yo. And this vehicle's at 3,200, and that's the highest? Bro, it is performing awfully on average statistics. This is the worst release Wargaming has had in a very long time when it comes to a new line in the game, and in today's video I'll be really talking about the major problems the vehicle features. Let's get into it. The VZ features some decent statistics going for it on paper. A nice alpha of 470, very solid penetration, an okay top speed of 48. However, the downsides of the vehicle are so absolutely terrible that they basically destroy any semblance of fun a lot of the times you drive this tank. For example, the reverse speed is trash. It's 13 kilometers per hour. The reverse speed was so bad that the enemy VZ was able to just roll right up on me because my mediums didn't get to the side fast enough and get a free shot right into my lower plates. Not the end of the world, but a good example to showcase the first major flaw with this heavy is the reverse speed is absolutely terrible. The second major flaw is that hatch. What happens when you put a very large hatch on a vehicle that has very poor reverse speed? Well, you can watch. Look at how easy it is to hit that hatch on the enemy VZ. It is quite possibly one of the easiest hatch shots due to the fact that the tank does not turn. Now, I get hatched. We're going to aim it on the grill, though. Get a nice slap and HE for 600. This game here is going to be a perfect example of a situation where driving the VZ you feel utterly useless because my team's not doing great. My waffle drives over the rid, misses his shot. I'm going to aim it on this VZ. Again, look at how easy it is to hatch the vehicle. Unfortunately, I have no more support. My IS-7 died because he played way too aggressive, and the enemy VZ is just able to poke me for free. And again, this tank's terrible reverse speed is making it nearly impossible for me to get out of this situation here. So we get a nice shot into the 268, but again, it's just the reverse speed on this thing. I mean, I actually personally believe that if the VZ reversed at maybe 16, even 18 kilometers per hour, it would be a very, very solid vehicle. The problem is reversing at such a slow speed, you always feel out of your comfort zone in this tank. So at this point, I know I'm screwed, so I'm just going to pen the enemy VZ, and there you go. The 268 HEs me and finishes me off. Now, to be fair, we end up winning this battle, but the major thing that I wanted you to take away from this game was the mobility on this tank. Like, the gun is actually not awful. It's not great, to be fair. The DPM takes forever to get out. It's only 2400 with Cali, and it does have very nice pen. I actually really like the pen. The accuracy for the alpha is nice. It's the fact that you're so slow on your positioning with this tank that it takes literally forever to go from point A to point B. The major problem with reverse speed is the fact that autoloaders are currently the most meta thing in the game. If you are up against, let's say, the enemy M6 Yo, imagine you poke somebody to deal 470 damage and boom, a Yo pulls around the corner, tracks you, and deals 900 damage before you can even get behind. That is one of the major problems with the VZ. Now, if we take a look at another tank that has very poor reverse speed, like the 777, that tank is very well balanced because not only does it feature a lot more DPM at around 600 more, but it also features really good pen. It features really good side armor, and it's a mid-mounted turret, which means that if you side scrape correctly, which you can in the 777, you can just poke people without actually showing your frontal weak plate, and you don't have to worry about being rushed by autoloaders at that point unless they full speed go around the corner, because you're not going to have to overexpose your hull to shoot people. That is not the case for the VZ. This tank has terrible reverse and the fact that it's a front-mounted turret. Now, front-mounted turrets are good for poking corners. The problem is you need the backup still, and that is where this tank really just falls short. So this game here, for example, if we had been able to reverse faster, that grill would not have been able to hit us. Now, to be fair, it's kind of stupid the grill penned that shot on the move, but still, if we were in an AMX M4, if we were in a 60 TP, or even a 5A, we would not have only been able to shoot the opponent, but then back up before that grill would have had the opportunity to shoot us. And that is really the major problem with this tank. I still believe the reverse speed really stems from all the other problems. Now, to be fair, the side armor on this tank is also trash. Its upper plate is not great because it's got some weak spots, and as I said, that hatch absolutely destroys the vehicle's hull-down capabilities. But if the tank went faster in reverse, none of those would be nearly as big of a problem. The side armor wouldn't be too bad because you could reverse before opponents could shoot you in the side. And the hatch wouldn't be nearly as bad because you could move faster to get out of your opponent's line of sight. It's crazy how one small balancing can absolutely devastate a tank's entire playstyle. So, if you want my opinion, literally just buff the reverse to like 16 kilometers per hour, and the vehicle will be quite strong. But as of right now, it just really suffers. Another thing that kind of suffers on the tank is the damage per minute. It's been 2 minutes into this game, we've dealt 1900 damage. And that's because, as a single-shot vehicle, especially with a high alpha and low DPM, you just take forever to get your shells out. And you never want to put yourself in a spot that's over-aggressive, because if you do, again, that reverse speed gets you killed. So you gotta kind of play it like passive, and see what you can do. So we get a nice shell into the Yo back up. We're very lucky that Yo is not able to reload his second shell before we were able to get there. But, alright, let's see what we can do. We got the grill in front of us. I'm just going to full speed rush this grill. If we can actually manage to hide our lower plate, which we did, the grill won't pen us. We get a nice 720 roll into his tank. And just like that, not a bad result at all. We got our adrenaline. Alright, grill gets killed. We got a nice shot into the enemy E5. And just like that, we're up to 4,000 damage. So, you can see, I mean, we're doing fine here, and the gun's working, we're getting out damage, but again, look at the hatch. We just get insta-hatched by the E5, no problem whatsoever. This tank, on paper, looks like that hatch is hard to hit, but it's just not. It really isn't, and because of that, again, insta-hatched. I mean, it's just annoying. Remove the hatch, make its reverse speed better, something like that. I don't know. But right now, the tank is definitely in a rather irritating spot where nothing really feels all that incredible on the tank. This game we were able to deal 5,000 damage, and we blocked literally nothing apart from the one bounce on the grill. That was more a skill issue rather than our armor actually doing the job. It's just not a great heavy. It really isn't. It needs some love, and I don't know if it'll get it, but I can tell you for a fact this is the worst release Wargaming's had in a very long time. Even the WZ-132 one, even though the tank itself is rather poor, there are a lot of people doing very well in it. This tank, nobody's doing well in it. Right now, I'm the highest performer in the vehicle with 3,200 average damage. Bro, that is tragic. So, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you guys think about the VZ. Now, I should point out that this is not an opinion I've made on if it's the worst performer. This is a statistical breakdown. Like, currently it is the worst performing statistical values. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!